what chance? Well, I really don't know. But I don't think you have an alternative. If we go on at the rate which we go, there will be disaster, both economic as well as ecological. So it's not a question of 50% chance success, 20% chance success. It's a question of you just have to do it. There's no alternative. As to what form the struggle will take, I think we now, most of us to realize that whatever form the struggle takes depends on the concrete situation presenting itself. You cannot just say, well, we shall do this form or that form. There will be various forms, and all forms will have to accommodate the realities of the day, but the direction of the struggle, the direction of your aim should be constant. Should that satisfy you?
If the question were to be asked the special branch in Malaysia, I think the answer would be very good. The prospect of socialism in Malaysia are very bright. And why do I say that? It took the Party Socialist Malaysia many years to get itself registered. And the registration of its crest, its symbol, took another, I don't know how long. So that shows, that the special branch is concerned about the potential influence of the spread of socialism in Malaysia. My own view is, I think there's still no support for the ideals of socialism. I mean, maybe people may be concerned over the traditional forms that socialism have been practiced, say, earlier in the Soviet Union and even in Western democratic countries. But I don't think they have abandoned the ideals of socialism. Essentially, the establishment of an egalitarian society and having cooperation and building on social solidarity within the society. Now, as to what forms socialism will take in the future and how it should be practiced, I'm not sure I know the answer either. But I think some of the mistakes that have been made in the past, and I'm not sure that I know, but from what I can observe, I think the lack of democracy within some of the, for instance, communist parties, say in Soviet Union and Eastern European countries, may have to be looked at and tackled very seriously. I'm of the view that for socialism to succeed, socialist parties must practice genuine democracy, representative government. That's one. And I think secondly, we must also address the root cause of inequality, which is inheritance and unequal pattern of ownership of productive assets, the exploitative production relations, etc. I think these are issues that people want resolved in a way that will finally lead to equalization of life chances, that will lead to a more humane society where people live dignified lives. But how exactly? Now, to go back to public ownership of factors of production or means of production, the old way, the traditional way, say the way it was practiced in the Soviet Union and so forth. I don't know whether it is practical, but public ownership may be at decentralized levels, and a mix of public-private ownership may be feasible. Again, I do not know the exact form in which this kind of pattern ownership should be designed and practiced, but I think the key question is, with so much of inequality arising from private ownership, with so much of inequality arising from inheritance, passing wealth from one generation to another, I think these definitely won't do, and I agree with Dr. Poh that unless these are resolved, I do not think people will be happy, and I'm sure people will continue to struggle for a more just and equal society. And I think that's where socialism will have in the future.
just a bit more. I did answer that question in my article on future as history. I gave the broad outlines. And tell you, I was quite surprised that the New York Marxist Review magazine asked me permission to reproduce it in that electronic mix.